Circle Christian School Supplemental Math Videos. Composite functions. Just as two real numbers can be combined by the operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, our four operations, to form other real numbers, two functions can be combined to create new functions. Oh wow, look at the double periods. Let's go with the biggest of the composite functions, the f of g of x, which I like to call fog, or you can have the g of f of x, which I like to call the golf, g of f, golf. So you're either in the fog or you're playing golf. Okay, what you're going to really end up doing here is putting one inside the other. So I'm going to take a look at doing the f of g of the two functions here, the f of g of x first for this particular two functions. And the easiest thing to do is, this guy is going to go inside the f guy. The g guy is going to go inside the f guy, because that's pretty much how it has it. So I'm going to take my f guy here, and I'm going to take the x away, add the 2, and I'm going to put inside of it the g of x, the 4 minus x squared. And then you just continue the evaluation, which would be, and I like putting my x squared first, even if it has a negative. Some books do, some books don't. So I'm going to have a negative x squared, and then I'm going to take the 4 and I'm going to add it to the 2, so plus 6. All right, let's try the other way, the g of x. We're going to put the f of x inside of the g. So I'm going to take my g of x here, which is the 4 minus the x squared, but we're going to take the x away and put the f of x inside of there, because he's on the inside, so plus 2. And now we're going to evaluate for this that we have a 4 minus, and remember this is actually a binomial squared, which means basically we're going x plus 2 times x plus 2. If you know the quick way, you can go and do it. Otherwise, just do the FOIL thing. Remember, anytime that you have a binomial squared, and I'll write it over here, a binomial squared, it's the first guy squared, the last guy squared, and then the two guys put together twice. AB plus AB is going to be 2AB. Kind of the standard form here. So we have a 4 minus this quadratic that we've got of x squared, and of course the 2 times the x twice, so 4x, plus the 4. And here's the tricky part. You're going to have to remember to distribute that little negative number there. And so we have 4 minus an x squared minus a 4x minus a 4. Combine your like terms. So it's going to begin with a negative x squared minus the 4x. Whoops, look, the 4's cancel out. And then you can go evaluate as needed.